I bet you can't count how many of these seed plants grow throughout this video. And then whatever number you get, throw it down in the comments. Alright, let's jump right into it. Start off with the parameters. This is 8 by 8 by 8, and we're gonna have to build our base inside of the house parameters. I'll quickly throw together an example house, and I used a really weird way to start my build. I copied 2 trees off the top of them and made my roof as that, and then I based my house off that. I also gave the house an absolute dump truck to store your items. Before we go over the rules, like and subscribe. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing. Here's some more. Now to go over some quick rules. Sorry, I gotta break your attention one more time. I had to fix these lanterns. They were bothering me. Need some fences there. Anyways, getting onto the rules here. Your roof cannot exceed the perimeter as well as any other blocks. That includes height as well. This next one isn't particularly a rule, but I'm switching it now, so I'm having mines within the base, but I'm going to represent them through black concrete and ladders, but it would still be illegal to place blocks underneath the flooring that would be used for your base. An example of that would be glass with some other block underneath it. Now that would be outside the perimeters. Alrighty, that's enough of that. Now to move on to the main build. Alright, I hope you guys are ready for this beautiful masterpiece, because I know I wasn't. While I was browsing through the items, I love cherry wood, and then I noticed diorite kind of looked like icing, so I would make a cupcake house. I got distracted right off the get-go and forgot how tall it needed to be. Fix that right up right there. So as you can see, the roof doesn't actually cover the whole thing, and that's because I'm going to make it a multi-layer roof. Later on, I have some issues trying to figure out how to hide some blocks, but I ended up just adding some cherry logs that are stripped, and you'll see that later on. Also, on the roof while I was doing it, I noticed that the polished diorite and the regular diorite have a good mix, so I had the brim be polished and the inside be regular. And then I just threw a small little second roof over this other area. This is going to be where the chests are. I'm planning on having plenty of chest space inside of this one. Then I proceeded to mess around with this little decoration piece for a while. Then we moved on to the flooring. I just used the roof colors to make a checkerboard on the floor, and then just did that for the whole thing. Later on, you'll see I messed up and forgot to change something back near the end. And then here's me just adding some lanterns, and then I changed it to diorite walls because it looks like dripping frosting. Then I throw together this nice side piece. This side of my house is actually the favorite later on, just because you can see inside of the base and just see all the chests. It looks awesome. Also, if you notice, I used crimson stairs here, but you can swap them over to cherry stairs as well, and it still looks fairly well. Now I'll just jump over to the front. I did this creative idea with trap doors just to make like a mini entryway, and then the doors farther into your house. Then I add the cherry logs. And is it just me, or do these look like strawberry milk when they're stripped? We quickly finish up putting down all the logs and then move on to the back where the chests are going to be held. I want to make it seem like there's a huge interior, so I use trap doors and stairs, so you can have the chests be basically on the exterior of the house, but have these trap doors concealing them from the outside. I quickly jump on top of the house again to just fix up what I was talking about earlier. There's just some protruding blocks that I just had to make fit into the roof. Then we jump back to the front and finish up the right side as well as the left. And then we add trap doors from 2 different angles to give it a bit of depth, even though it might not seem that way. Now that we're just about finished the exterior, we move on to the interior. Can't forget the door, of course. Now we'll put down our chests here. You end up being able to fit 12 double chests, which is actually quite a lot of items. I end up changing part of my design from before to stairs, just because the chests wouldn't open if you have the stripped cherry logs. Then I finished placing all my chests. Quick check to make sure you can open all of them still. Now time to decide on where I want to put my crafting tables. I decided on the floor because it just seems the easiest to access. And then the furnaces on the left side work perfectly, as well as the bed being on the right side, because the way you come in from the entrance, the door actually blocks the bed, so you can walk right past it. Then I add the stone cutter and some flowers, and she's all set to go. Just kidding, we still gotta add the mine, or at least what represents the mine. I mess up big time here too, and I accidentally replace some of my diorite with black concrete and completely don't realize it the entire time I'm doing it. It's literally the most noticeable thing, but I'm completely blind, I guess. And that finishes up the interior. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, it really means a lot. And I hope to see you guys around. But I'll quickly just go around the house and show you the interior. But that just about does it for the cupcake house, or at least the color scheme. And then one last quick interior checkup. Once again, thanks for watching. Stay intelligent, stay diligent. I'll catch you next time. Peace.